does not go up on the scoreboard, but it does go into the DNA of a team that's trying to establish itself to start a game. That has to feel pretty good for them. They'll take the 3.
Yeah, they had 3 first downs and 3 points. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line.
At their own 28-yard line.
Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line. They'll run for the first time with Mark Ingram. Space to maneuver at the 40. He's at the 40. 20, 10, and all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Mark Ingram, 72 yards, and the Ravens have taken the lead. Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and that makes it a 7-3 lead. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted, and we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that, and they better make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11.
11. Hey, high 7.
Play fake there to Coleman. Now Garoppolo. And he finds his target. It's Marquise Goodwin. And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. After one, 7-3 the score on EA Sports.
Here we go. Ready?
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
57 to Mike. 57 to Mike. Check. Blue draw quarter.
They'll run with Coleman on 1st down. And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39.
Well, he was looking for some running room, and there wasn't a whole lot of it there on that play. I think he was lucky to get a couple of yards out of it. So those defenders, they were rallying to the football pretty quickly.
57's the mic. Watch 57. What we got? Hey, echo. Check. Lucky.
From the 39, Garoppolo completes it to Coleman. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. A gain of 10 and a 49er first down.
It is hard in zone coverage to stop a curl route because when they see it, they just try and find the open spot and sit down.
Yeah, we always talk about finding the soft spot in the zone. What's the key to doing that? How do you do it?
You have to read what the coverage is. Is it 2 deep? Is it 3 deep? Because then you know where the linebackers are going to drop, what spots in the field they naturally get to, and you find that open space, and then you're in sync with your quarterback. He should be reading the exact same thing, and they put the ball right on you.
On 1st down, here's Breida. And across midfield he goes into Raven territory. Domata Peko, the one to get him down.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
This is Mostert. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. That one, a 1st down pickup of 8.
Yeah, once more, strong running, excellent blocking at the point of attack. Look at a nice little drive brewing right here.
On 1st down, it's Coleman. A big hitter there, a 1st down gain of 26 yards.
This has been a good drive so far, and it's been the running game for the most part that's powered them down there. Another nice burst there, picking up a 1st down. Now it's 1st and 10, as you said, in the red zone.
21. Here we go.
Mostert. And they'll go backwards here, losing yardage to the 14. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11.
13.
Here's Mostert. And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13. The second down play, not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there. 2 minutes to play in this first half, 7-3, our score. A reminder that when halftime rolls around, Jonathan Coachman will have all the highlights and analysis of this first half of play from our studios in Orlando. On 3rd down, a run from Breida. And they're going to drop him well shy of the first as he can only make it to the 11. The Ravens going to use the 2nd of their timeouts. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. And the 14-year trusty veteran able to knock it through. And they'll get it back within a point at 7-6. So the field goal there caps what winds up to be an 11-play drive.
Well, partner, that's a lot of offense to run there to only get 3 points. I just wonder, are they going to recycle those plays because they were successful in getting 3? Or do you go to another section of the playbook trying to find ones that get you into the end zone and get you 6?
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And they hit the home run last drive. 1 play on the ground all the way to the house. Now the defense, maybe they're expecting a run here.
Partner, I love your description because when we talk about hitting the home run, we're usually thinking about a passing play, aren't we? Something in the air, deep ball, but how about them just taking it big-time jaunt. Now if you're coming back out, now they've established this run game, the play-action pass could very well be open.
That one, a first down pickup of 8. They'll run on first down. Ingram, and they'll get to him after a gain of 7 to the 47. On second down now, it's Ingram, and that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line.
Early down stuffs will put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority 1.
On third down, Jackson. That's caught by the former Sooner, Mark Andrews. And he'll get this up near midfield, but that's still a few yards shy of the first down. Now Jackson being chased out left. He can run for it, and he will. Maybe not exactly what they had in mind, but that scramble good for 6 and a first down.
That's another Baltimore first down. 1st and 10 at the 46-yard line.
Now Jackson on first down. He'll buy some time right. And that will be incomplete. 4 ticks left here on the clock.
Yeah, baby! Yeah!
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down.
You got nothing.
Final play of the half here. It's Jackson. And this will be incomplete. 1 second left to go. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout. Now Justin Tucker. He has hit from 61 in his career, so he has the leg for this. This was the old NFL record distance for decades, a 63-yard attempt. And that one's not going to get there. Not enough juice, an ambitious effort, but it's well short. So that would have been something from that distance, but to no avail. Comes up empty as we have reached the intermission. As we send you to our EA studios in Orlando, here's Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report.
Here we go. Here we go. Here we go.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. They have the lead now. They'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you term that, because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies, try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
We'll see if they do just that. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Jackson hit, and he lost the football.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back, because this is a quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, the teammate is able to come up with the ball.
Now throwing on third down there, but he cannot connect. So good work there on the defensive side for the first drive of the second half.
Yeah, and until their offense can get into rhythm, their defensive players and staff have got to say to themselves, we've got to make it work. We've got to stand in here and make sure nothing else happens until our guys start moving the ball.
An excellent return that time, 26 yards. And the Niners will go on offense, 1st and 10.
At their own 46-yard line.
Here we go, here we go.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
Here we go.
So not quite a first down just yet as they come up on 2nd and less than a yard.
Jim. 6 guys. Check 6.
Now Mostert. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a third down. They'll try and run for it here. It's Coleman. And that one going nowhere from the start as he's met in the backfield and goes backwards. That'll back him up 2 yards and also bring up 4th. The offense staying out. They're going to go on 4th and 2.
One, Omaha.
They run forward, Breida. And, boy, this is going to be close. That mark looks a little short, and he didn't get there. Kyle Shanahan, an offensive mind, but his guys stopped up short. And the Ravens are going to get the football back. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means they're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Jackson. And the Niners get there and bring him down. D Ford in there to bury him for a loss of 11.
We are seeing 2 really confident defenses imposing their will on these offenses in this game.
Yeah, absolutely, going toe for toe. Just curious if one of these offenses can wake up a little bit.
Is there any way they can find something that can pop, something big to knock them back on their heels?
Now the throw on 3rd down, knocked away and incomplete. On is the punter, Cook, who sends it away. And this one hits at the 3 and then bounds into the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 20-yard line.
Here we go.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
Well, the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. There's a throw over the middle. It's taken in by his tight end. 40 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down.
And, partner, I think that was a great example that not all tight ends are created equal, because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
Here we go.
Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
1, Omaha.
And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. The Niners on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 10. The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. Taking a shot for Samuel. And this would have been intercepted if he could have gotten the feet in. Instead, it's incomplete. Boy, that really could have turned this one upside down. Here comes the 49ers punter now, as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. Here's Thomas. A great return there of 22 yards. And the Ravens, they'll take over. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. They're holding on right now to that slim advantage in a 1-score game. And you hear a lot about 2-minute offense and 4-minute offense. Obviously, the 4-minute offense applies here. How do they run that effectively?
Yeah, really what the 4-minute offense is you're just trying to grind the clock. So you want consistent gains, steady gains. Doesn't have to be big plays, but it has to be plays that gets first downs and keeps the ball away from your opponent.
But certainly throwing the ball is in the mix here.
It certainly is. Just make sure that you're careful with it. And again, get those first downs, keep possession of the football.
On 2nd down, it's Ingram. And he's got this one across midfield into 49er territory. Call it a gain of 4 there, so it sets up a big play here. 3rd and a yard.
Brings up 3rd and 1.
They'll try to run for the first with Ingram. There goes Mark Ingram. And oh, so close as he takes it all the way to the 2-yard line. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
1st and goal at the 2-yard line.
So 1st and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up.
Rush in, rush in.
They'll look to run with Ingram, and he will take it in for a Ravens touchdown. Mark Ingram, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon as the Ravens push further out in front. Tucker with the extra point, and that will ensure that it will take a touchdown and a 2-point conversion to tie it. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you called before, realize it hasn't worked
Go to
so
something
well,
else.
and maybe you try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Working from the gun, Garoppolo. It's caught by Coleman. Boy, the evolution of the game and how these guys in plays like that can get out of the pocket, keep plays alive, it just makes things so much harder for defenses.
It really does, and we're talking about an era in the game where the quarterbacks are the most athletically gifted that we've seen in a bunch. I mean, when you talk about collectively, it's unbelievable. So their ability to move is practiced now. It's not necessarily, oh, he just took off and you guys figure it out. When he takes off, everyone knows where to go now. They know how to run routes, change things, make themselves presentable for the quarterback. It's a lot of time that they put in on it. It's not just your static 1, 2, 3. This is where the ball goes anymore.
And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. They lose the yardage, and, of course, they also lose the down on the grounding call, and it's quickly 2nd and long. A shotgun snap for Garoppolo. And the catch made. This is Emmanuel Sanders. And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So it's 49er football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over.
21. Hey, Steve 6. 36.
Throwing is Garoppolo on 3rd down. He finds Coleman. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages.
12, fellas, here we go. Hey, gun.
36. Watch the pass. Watch 36. Move. I'm coming for you, son.
Inside the red zone, it's Garoppolo. This is Coleman with a grab. It's a 4-yard pickup, and it'll make it a 2nd down.
Here we go.
4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6.
Lock. 21. I got you.
36 to Mike.
Hey, we have you. 21.
Mike, 36.
They'll look to throw. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game.
Well, nothing takes a start to have a good drive quite like a big loss on a sack, does it?
No, now they're looking at a 3rd and long, and suddenly the momentum shifted to the other side of the football.
And old Mo is a very, very fickle man.
Mike, 36. Mike.
Hey, gun.
Hey, check.
65. Hey, Delta.
Back to throw. And it's complete. In the end zone, touchdown 49ers. Deebo Samuel there to make the grab. As they now sit just a 2-point conversion away from tying this game up in the 4th quarter. All right, now what can the Niners do as they face a big 2-point conversion here?
We got double up. Hey, alert. Hey, box drop. 65. 21. Here we go.
Now Garoppolo. And he's not going to get there. The defense able to come up with a big stop, and they're going to hold on to their 2-point lead. So the lead shaved to 2 now as the kickoff is away. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And barring mistakes, they should be able to kneel this one out and finish it off. And there's only one timeout remaining on the defensive side of the ball, so that doesn't really come into play either. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down. Another running situation on the doorstep as they come up 2nd and 10. Again, they'll run with Ingram. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. No gain on that one as it brings up a 3rd and 10.
Charles, why didn't they just take the knee there?
You're asking the question that I'm asking as well, because we've seen a lot of football where coaches decide maybe they get a little greedy. I don't know if they're doing it for stats or for what reason. We've seen it happen in college, and how about in the NFL? The miracle of the Meadowlands. All they had to do was take a knee and the game was over. The Giants ran it one more time. Ball popped free. Philadelphia picks it up and wins the game.
What year was that?
1978. I think it was in November.
And here's a big one now. Trying to hold this lead. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. They'll try and throw for it with Jackson. Out to his left. He may try and run for this. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45. So the final seconds tick away in this Baltimore victory. And you look back over the score sheet. Interesting. A very clean game. No turnover.